our first Scrum today in January. Welcome everyone. I will be chair and Sajid will be the secretary. Okay, I will share my screen. Uh, okay, okay. We will start our Scrum for the first cross chapter campaign. I think uh, summary for this campaign, we are increasing in the top funnel, but in the middle and the and down funnel, we are stuck and maybe decreasing. Is there anyone want to update about the campaigns? Kak Lilis, Kak Vidi, or Novel?
Campaign?
Yep.
I think about the campaign. It's only the overall you need to update. So last week
Okay.
we didn't get update for Airbnb actually. Vidi, have you get a chance to report the statistics or?
No, we're still missing data for the page view actually.
Okay, right. So perhaps just don't do it too detailed, David. But overall,
Okay.
for from the previous report, the booking.com actually getting better, but the
Okay.
Airbnb we don't clearly know. The agent sales is I think it's stagnant, and then the Instagram campaign also I think it's worse than before because there is no transaction basically, and only the upper funnel activities. So yeah, that's my update. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I interrupt for a second? Hello.
Hello, Sajid.
Yeah. Can I interrupt for a second? Yeah. All right. Okay. So this is my first time being secretary. Keeping
Okay.
notes
Oh,
of yeah. So keeping notes. I guess I should do it in the research thread, right? That's correct.
oh.
That's the paper, Sajid.
Okay.
Yeah, meeting notes suggest. Don't forget to
All right. All right.
uh, in the meeting notes and discussion management. Okay.
All right. Done. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. We will move to each person by vote. For the first, Kali list. Is there an update?
Yeah, thank you, David. So I guess for the update from my card, I have some, except the last two. So first for the outsourcing supply directory, actually I finished with the scoring system, and if you are curious, you can open the latest update that I write down there.
Okay.
The system here, you can click the here. So we have around I guess 30 units of property that brings by the marketing since we first start the outsourcing property. What is that? Initiative, and from that I make the assessment criteria that already agreed by the leaders and the company, where this criteria is proposed to evaluate the property that can be our long-term partner. If you can see in the left sheet, I mean the other sheet, there is list of property that I evaluate already, and there is only one that potential after 90 days of evaluation. 90 days belongs to one month for the marketing effort and 2 months for the booking itself. For example, we got booking after 1 month advertisement for 1 month, and then the next month, do we get any booking from that? Something like that. So the criteria is right there, and this is the result of the analysis. That's for the first card. And then for the second card, Atra Bambuloji request for 2021. So our partner, Pa Rizal from Atra Bambuloji, is really what is that, inspiring us to give more effort on advertising his property basically. So he asked for a master listing for Atra Bambuloji for all the rooms to be the whole place, and then also request for a couple listing, a couple property listing. So there will be 4 new listing for Atra. I coordinate this with marketing, Gani, and also Rizal, and only the master listing that already done. I think we by today is the deadline for the other 3 listing. Uh, I I haven't follow up with marketing, but I see one one of the couple, the type A or B. It's already done, but I haven't followed it up. That's for the second one. And then for the pricing strategy for 2021st, actually I don't have any updates, but I have delegate the region for pricing to Nafal just now. So Nafal is working on the drafting of the prices in Nusa Penida. We would love to see the result by this week, and then would like to apply it to Turkey basically. Yeah. For the third card, for the fourth card, for that I just have a discussion with PD regarding the Bukit Vista services. We try to because we also confused on where to start, so we try to start from the CTOC result. So there is the details in the activity part where the things that partner mentioned with the frequencies um, is the following comments, and then the higher frequency of problem that the partner usually face is the finance report or the finance system. And the next pivot would like to do is make a list of questions as research materials to the partner in Bukit Vista and also potential partner outside Bukit Vista. We want to know what kind of service that they actually hope to get from a property manager. So that's the plan. We would like to collaborate with community and marketing for this one. And then the other card, I don't have any updates about that. Thank you. That's my update, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Kak Lilis. For anyone, does anyone want to ask? Yep, Vidi.
Yeah, it's not asking, Mr. Chair, but just additional notes for the
Okay.
last card, the competitiveness of BV services. Can you look at the activity part just now? The
Okay.
fourth card. Yep. We also attach, Lilis and I attached the example of proof of concept. For example, please open the first link in the activity. The first link, the next gen owner example. Yes. So this example shows that some partner are actually shifting the ownership or the ownership of their property to their nephew, their niece, their cousin, or so on and so forth. For example, like the Metan, they are planning to offboard in February because one of the younger brother is already graduated, and then they will be he will manage the property themselves. The next example is also practically quite similar. There is a proof of transfer of management or ownership to the younger generation, and this is one of the concerns that have been raised before. So yeah, that's it for my additional update for that card, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, Vidi. Thank you for that up. Adds up. And anyone? Does anyone want to ask again? I can see who's there. Kak
That's no fault. That's
Noval?
no fault. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Noval? Kak Noval, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So actually, I'm not asking, but for regarding the pricing strategy that Lilis delegated to me, I already approached Rizky, the new intern of BI, and probably this gonna be finished by this week. I have a strategy to determine how much we sold, how much pricing that we take in our property for Nusa Penida in region 4.
Right. Oh, is there risky here? Gak ada ya? I'll
Uh,
ping
No, no, I think no.
I'll ping him right now. He's in trial still.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Kak Noval. Uh, anyone? Is there any update? Okay, no. Okay. If not, we move to Fidi's pivot.
Yes, thank you very much,
Yeah,
Mr.
Fidi.
Chair. So I finished two other BI requests this week actually. For first one is regarding the Booking.com campaign data reporting. There is an additional data that was added to Redash regarding the cancellation of each OTA. So that might help with the reporting of the campaign Scrum. There's also some modification in the filtering such that we can add the dates and then it will also be applied to the other widgets, I think, that have already been created. That's the only update. So that's already done. And one other request is the question from Lilis actually regarding the can't remember the question. Can you open the card? Oh, booking.com.
Okay, okay.
So in booking.com, why do we flag booking.com as a anomaly?
Oh,
Yeah.
finance, yeah.
Yes.
No.
And I already answered the question because the system expects the payout to be delivered like few days or after the checkouts, but booking.com actually pays payout. The booking.com payout actually comes on the 15th of every month. That's why there is the flag, and I think David is well aware of this one. So that's the answer for the question actually.
Uh, okay, thank you, Fidi. So, but in the reality, it's actually not an anomaly, right?
Yes, it's not anomaly, but it's only been delivered for the 15th.
Can we change the system to based on the
Yes, we can
reality?
change the system, perhaps. Yes. Okay, then maybe we will add the more description to the card so that we
Yeah,
can change the system so that we
right,
will
right,
not
right.
flag the booking.com.
Yeah, right. I'll comment on your card.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. Uh, is there uh done, Fidi?
Oh, sorry. Also, just additional update outside of the cards. I've started to delegate some operational data science work to Sajid, introducing him to
Suggest.
the repository as well as the coding structure of our data science tools. So he can probably help with some other tools or SQL tasks that we have in Videsh. And then the next card that I would like to make is the further development of the Toolkit tool. So that's the update. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Fidi. Uh, for anyone, does anyone want to ask about Fidi's pivot? Oh, oh, is there risky, Kak? Kak Lilis?
Yeah, yeah. Rizky is already here. Hilang lagi.
Oh,
Where are you,
oh.
Rizky? Just now he's
Okay.
here. Yeah, Rizky is here again. If you want
Hello.
to introduce him.
Hello, Rizky. Can you hear my voice, Rizky? Hello?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Can you introduce yourself first, Rizky?
Okay, hi all. My name is Rizky Ramadana, but you can call me Rizky. Now I am in my trial phase, so hope I can join you soon.
Okay. Okay, Rizky. Maybe from us, introducing. First, me. Hello, Rizky. My name is David. I am intern too, working in finance. And nice to see you, Rizky. Okay. Next to Sajid.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself. Yeah.
Hi. My name is Sajid. I'm a fellow BI intern as well. Yeah, nice to see you here and hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Sajid. Next, to Carnival.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Rizky. My name is Noval, and I'm like David, Sajid, and also Aya. I'm the BI. I am also the BI intern, and yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Next, to Aya. Aya.
Hello,
Hello, Aya.
uh,
Okay.
my name is Aya. I am an intern too. Yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah, yeah, it's your friend
Okay.
in uni. Oh, not your friend. She's in different faculty.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, I think Rizky has oh, Kak Lilis and Vidi?
Well,
No?
he already know
Okay.
us.
Okay, here. Okay, okay. Welcome Rizky, welcome to BV and
I think
welcome
Mr.
to
Jing. Mr.
B.
Jing haven't
Oh,
introduced
Mr.
himself.
Jing.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, Mr. Jing. Oh, Mr. Jing, I can hear your voice.
Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. I'm like the
Okay.
air, I just exist. So I think I met most of the interns just earlier during our session this morning. So if you haven't met me yet, my name is Jing, CEO of Bukit Vista. And I like being here because I think this is where a lot of the information that sort of is relevant to all the company sits. And there are some fine folks here, and we love trading ideas and learning new things. So, yeah, that's me.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Rizky. Welcome to BV. Okay, for the Phillies pivot, does anyone want to ask? If no, okay, we will move to Kak Noval.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So my first card is data visualization for Facebook marketing. So to be honest, I already collected all the data that I needed, but it's kind of messed up a little bit. So I have to fix that up before I could create a data visualization. Perhaps this could be finished by the next campaign Scrum. Also, the next
Okay.
card is Facebook marketing, market segmentation and listing maintenance. Me and Liz are already uh, halfway there. And Liz helped me a lot with this. And actually, this gonna be finished by this week also. Yeah, I think that's all for my card, Mr. Chair.
Okay, Kak Noval. Okay, that's all. Does anyone want to ask Kak Noval pivot for the data visualization, market segmentation?
Me.
Yep,
It's
Kak Lilis.
actually not about the card, but about the Facebook campaign that Novel actually handled right now. I
Okay.
have a little request to you before the next Scrum. Please prepare your strategy on review because as I put down on the Facebook marketing one, um, I think we have many checkouts and try to with the new team, which is Sasha, I guess, yeah, discuss on where actually we should put our review because it's about 20 checkouts, I guess. Yeah, that's my comments on your campaign because Novel is managing the big campaign of Facebook marketing, right?
Oh,
That's all from me. Thank you, David.
okay, okay, Kak Lilis. Sajid, don't forget to comment that's yeah. Okay. Anyone? Does anyone want to ask again about that novel pivot? Okay. If no, we move to my pivot. For the first for the first card, maintain partner trust. Same as usual. Since until this week, our anomalous payment are increasing by 15 into 147 and 144 are the underpayment and the rest is are overpayment, and we have settled 114 anomalies. Yeah, that's for the first card, and the second pivot. I think no update for this, and I will start again in this month. Okay, that's all from me. Does anyone want to ask uh, for my for my pivot? Oh, okay. If no, we move to Sajid pivot. Yep. Sajid.
Okay, hi. Yeah, so yes,
Okay.
so about this project, I have given a few updates there. So far, what I've done is created the initial prototype, but then after discussing more with Vidhi, I have identified places to change and modify my data. So yeah, still in progress, but that's the update for now.
Okay. 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 Thank you, Sajid. Anyone want to ask Sajid?
Me,
Oh,
me.
Kalilis.
I read that the prototype is initial prototype made. Is that mean it is done? I mean the prototype.
Yes, it's done, but then it needs more changes because it's as of now it's not ready to actually uh, kind of predict as you put the data in because there is a lot of changes that should be made.
Okay,
But the
so
model is done. Model is done.
model means the script.
Model is done.
The script. Is that right?
Sorry.
Is model you mean script or what is model?
Okay. Okay. So it's kind of a I don't know. I kind of coded everything out, but it should be cleaned up and made into kind of a script because as of now you can't just put in a CSV file or a data frame and then just get the predictions out. You can't get the revenue predictions as of now.
Hmm.
It should be cleaned up and then put it in a way that everything is in order. So yeah, that should be done, but it's still in process.
Okay, okay, no problem. I'm just curious that you said initial prototype made, so I'm curious how is actually it looks like the prototype itself. And then, yeah, thank you for that's first question. Second one, I heard from Vidi that you also help the making of revenue, a company revenue projection model. Can you please make a card to attach what kind of activities that you have been doing there? I mean, uh, do you make something like script in apa biasanya itu ya? Apa biasanya Vidi?
Collab.
Ya, Google Collab,
Oh,
something like Google Collab atau apa gitu, if atau apa.
Ah,
Or what what kind of apa namanya programming language that you are using? Just for the commentation
right.
in the task form, yeah.
Sajid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. That's
Okay.
from
Right.
me, David.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Kalilis. We move to Aya Pivots. Aya, this time is yours.
Okay. For this pivot, I just do my outreach part for this week. It's 13 against, I think, for the outreach, and we set a schedule for engagement and outreach for the against, and there's I attach new evidence about again engagement content so that we know what content is broadcasted to the again week in weekly. And yeah, I think that's all the update from.
Okay. Thank you, Aya. Oh, I think in the activity, can you explain, Kalilis, about the first material? So, Aya.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, David. So, first, I would like to answer that questions. The first material mean
Yeah.
when you outreach the agent, what kind of materials? Like, do you give the list of property that we have, or something like what kind of things that you give to the agent, basically?
Oh, I see.
Okay.
So I give. Wait, I have it. So I explain about Bukit Vista first, and then no, the first one is like I contact where I got her or his contact, and then I explain about the company a little bit, and then I explain about the agent, like how it works, and what are the benefits. I think that's all. And then I don't explain it say in the first time the what are which property that we have.
Okay.
But mm,
So you don't
as for
give any information to the agent, and then they directly say yes, I want to be the agent, right? That
yeah, for like some agents say yes directly, but some agent what ask for the property that we own, like
okay.
which kind of property that we own.
Uh,
And for that one, actually, it is on the FAQ what link. So I built the FAQ right now, and there's a registration link, and then there's a property lease. I think it's on there, but I don't know if again open it or not.
where is it? The FAQ link? I can't find it.
I don't attach it. Wait.
Yeah. So for Aya and also the other teams here, if you have any updates, you should update it on the card because everybody needs visibility on your progress. Basically, for example, you already outreach, right? Aya said that you add like 13 outreach this week, right?
Yeah.
But your report, the result, it's only 42 and additional is 11. I think you haven't update that, or is that the correct latest data?
I haven't updated yet since the campaign Scrum. So from the yesterday, I haven't updated yet.
Okay, so yeah, this is like the best practice for everyone. Before the Scrum begin, you have to update your data and also what kind of activities you have done to be ready to be report basically on the Scrum. So Aya should update the stats and also what kind of activities that you already or result that you already have in the in your project basically. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that from me, David. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, Kak.
Okay. Thank you, Kak Lilis. Yep. Okay. That's all. Okay. Fili.
Yeah, just a curious question for Aya. I know the card mentions outreach and engagement funnel, but who's like do you have any visibility on the inquiry conversion, or other BI member is in charge for the analysis for the inquiry conversion for this particular funnel?
Uh, Kali, inquiry conversion. I think it's we gimana?
Yeah, it's basically the transaction and the reservation and transaction video. I told
Oh,
Aya to what is
that's
that?
right.
Communicate with Deborah.
Yes.
Deborah is responsible. So
Yes.
the flow here is Aya supply the number of agent or the agent, and then the inquiries will be handled
Oh,
by
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just wondering, do you, because it's like directly connected, right? Like, do
yeah,
you
yeah.
have any visibility on why the inquiry is not converted and something like that? Because you're directly is connected to
Um,
the next funnel.
Yeah, I think Aya should do that also. Yeah, I mean checking with Deborah.
Yeah.
How many inquiries yang datang gitu from your agent especially, and then is there any inquiries converted and why it is not converted? So you should analyze that, Aya, to check the quality of
Yes.
your.
Yeah, that's what I am trying to mention. So that will help with profiling of the kind of agents that you will want to reach out next, something like that. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
the quality checking for the agent.
Okay,
Thank you, Aya.
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. We move to Mr. I think Mr. Jinx. Uh, is there any update, Mr. Jinx? No.
Actually, sorry, I have no updates on this one. Back to the chair.
Okay, sir. Next, Sajid, can you read our summary for the each pivot? Okay, I
Okay.
will share my.
Uh, should I share my screen?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So we started out with Lilis, and she said that she has made the criteria to evaluate who can be a long-term partner, and finished scoring system for the outsourcing directory. She also mentioned that there will be 4 new listings for Atra, also mentioning that the master listing is done. She also said that she delegated region 4 pricing to Naufal, and Naufal replied that he has already approached the new intern who is on trial, Rizki, and has done the initial planning on the prices. Also, she told that she wants to make a list of questions to see what kind of services um, the property, uh, the agents. Who is this again? The agents, right? Look from a property manager, I guess. Yeah. So basically, she's going to do this with the marketing team. Yeah. All right. So moving on to Vidhi, he has done with the inquiries that he has got from Booking.com and stuff like that. And there was a question of why Booking.com was an anomaly. So the main issue was that the payout was on the 15th of every month. So that was highlighted. And he also delegated some of the data science tools to Sajid, which is me. And then moving on to Naufal, he has collected data for the visualization, but he also mentioned that he should clean it. And he mentioned that he should be done by the next Scrum. And FB campaign is also done with the help of Lilis. And Lilis also mentioned to prepare the FB checkouts and to discuss where to put them. David had no major updates, and as of me, I'm done with the prototype. Needed to make some changes, and Lilis mentioned me to do the for the company revenue projection as well. As for Aya, the agent outreaching was done, and she had a question of what the first material meant. Lilis explained that that was the materials that you initially gave the agent when you approached them. She then explained how she approached the agent and what she described. And Lilis also mentioned that she should always constantly update her card regarding her progress. As for Mr. Jing, he had no updates. That's all from me. Over to you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you, Sajid, for the summary. Okay. Okay. I was supposed to. Okay. We will move to tab blue, I think. Okay. For the first, for the booking pace. Yeah. For the start, I think this is our starting revenue, right? Yeah. We are start in 36,000, which is 26,000 from confirmed in the previous month and 9,000 confirmed in this month. And okay, for the booking pace, uh, in second on January we are increasing, but it's slower in next day, and for this day we have just five booking. And next, for weekly sales, okay. For weekly sales, I think no. Yeah, for the first week, we have 21,000, and in this week, we have 12,000, 12,800,000. And next, for the squad revenue growth, ours, and for the squad one, we our starting revenue is 18,000, and squad 2, 16, squad 3, 1,000, and squad 4, 100 and 13. Next, I think same. Yep, that's for Tableau. Does anyone want to see something for the Tableau? Okay, if yep, okay, okay. Is the okay? If not, we will move to.
I'm kind of curious, David.
Oh, okay, Kak.
To VD, how many times is it updated daily right now for Tableau?
Daily?
I mean, how many times it is updated per day? Sorry, not daily.
I can't remember actually. I
Yeah,
think
because previously,
every few
I,
hours, or
okay, few
but
hours.
it's not instant. But you can refresh, force refresh the database by clicking the refresh button on the top left corner.
Right. Yeah, that's just my okay. Perhaps my second question is you see drops in the booking pace, right?
Yes.
Yes. First question is about what do you think the impact of 18% adjustment of the prices compared to 15% adjustment? And the second question is regarding the new rules that the new rules of the government
Yes.
that is published by Nadine. That is told by Nadine, where there is a lockdown between Bali and
Java.
Java.
Yes.
Yeah, lockdown from 11 to
January.
25th
Yes.
of January. That's two topics
Oh,
related to revenue and booking pace, basically. Offer to chair. Do you please offer to the floor?
okay, okay. For the first yep, for the first discussion, is anyone want to add up, discuss? Yep, Fidi.
For this one, we decided to observe for a week, right? And this is still in the
Yeah,
trial
yeah,
phase. So
yeah. Just for a week.
yes, we will see whether it really have any impact or not. If it bounced back up, then it's just a coincidence. But yeah.
Okay.
But for the second one,
Oh,
yes, there is a news. PSBB from Java to Bali
oh,
from the 11th to the 25th of January. So this is gonna be good. Oh my
oh.
god. Yeah. People might still travel. I don't know, especially domestic travelers. Indonesian people are a bit naughty. Uh, but yeah,
Oh,
we have to still observe the cancellations, whether it spikes or not.
Okay.
okay, okay. So we just wait and see, yeah. Because we cannot do anything regarding the
Yep.
the policy basically. But
Yeah, and maybe one other pivot that we can do in response to this thing is actually optimize the booking pace of Jogja region, then, because Jogja is still within Java.
Oh,
and also local people in Bali. Is
Yes,
that
yes, yes. We
yeah?
can still do the same thing, but we can try to shift our market
Okay,
view to the locals within. Yeah, so yeah, Jogja, but yeah.
right. Yeah. Back
okay.
to share.
Okay. Yep. Okay. We will. I think we will move to discussion management. Okay. For the, I think this is the first discussion. For the Mr. Jing. For Mr. Jing, can you explain more about the question? Yep.
Yeah, sure. I'm actually interested. I think right now, if we're going to experience a lockdown, then there's not too much we can do to. Uh, I think we all know that the majority of our clients come from Java at the moment,
Mm.
to Bali. And of course, we might have, as Vinny said, a few naughty people who get through. but I think it could be a better use of our time, perhaps, to just focus on, okay, all right, let's focus on, there's nothing we can do about that. So let's focus on what we can
Okay.
focus on. How do we build long-term value with our partner community? So I'm kind of looking at a few things right now, and I want to bring them up because it raises a concern. Um, Vinny brought up a subject a few weeks ago, or just a few days ago, about looking at potential competitors in Bukit Vista, analyzing their services and determining should we possibly offer similar services to our partners. I think that's great. That's one step towards, let's say, a better vision for how we want to organize the partner community. But I think there's also more immediate things that I want to discuss with the team. Marketing and also community have essentially pivoted to more of these ad hoc relationships with partners. So no contract, no pre-arrangement, and we'll just issue some general terms about how we want to do business. I'd like to pass this through business intelligence to see how everyone feels about that and see what we have.
Yep. Okay, Mr. Jing. Does anyone want to discuss about this? I think
Perhaps for me, oh yeah, I heard actually about this, but I thought it's only for temporary partner. I mean, for temporary partner, usually they have contract like perhaps contract like the pricing, and also pricing and what is that? The agreement when we can supply gas, they have to accept our gas. Uh, but for this one, they are not removing the contract, if I'm not mistaken, for the long-term partner, but the contract that is basically applied, apa namanya tuh? Uh, uh, Selamanya. What is that? The English in a
Permanent,
lifetime.
permanent
Apa?
partner.
Yeah, permanent contract, something like permanent contract, and they only need to communicate regarding contract if they want to offboard, or if we have another new what is that new uh, I forget the English, kebijakan to add to the contract.
Okay.
That's what the last thing that I heard from community, but from the marketing side, I thought it's only for temporary partner. I don't really know about the long term partner yet.
I believe it's also the same, Lilith. It's for temporary partners, not for long-term partners. We're not shifting away. So, but I just want to kind of like get more feedback for how you guys think this policy will affect long-term value and long-term recovery.
okay.
First, over to other teams first.
Okay. Anyone that's want to add?
Anyone? Me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually interesting. That's why one of the steps that Lidis is immediate steps that Lidis is planning is to construct this list of temporary temporary partners, and also their value to see the extent of to which we kind of like put a value to these temporary partners, from which we can select those temporary partners to become permanent partnerships. And I think what's important here is to make sure that we understand the prioritization between temporary partners and also permanent our actual partners, such that we are not misguided. We still have to put more priority on our partners as opposed to temporary partners. So maybe by socializing the tables that Lilith have mentioned in the leadership, especially, could be communicated to we can communicate it to the community leaders, um, such that they understand the prioritization regarding this one.
Okay. Mr. Jing.
No further comments at this point.
Okay. Okay,
Vidi,
I
can you
think.
explore more on the contract? Because the point here is the contract.
So I think it's very difficult to put contracts to temporary partners, right? Because some of them, as you've seen in the list, uh,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's only like one deal, and then there are no deals anymore. Depends. Like, is it? What do you think? You've made have you made a contract for partners before? Like, how much effort does it take to actually process these contracts, and what are the contents of the contract itself?
For contracts, actually, yeah, I make that before, and
Mhm.
Wayana use it, and also
Yes.
I'll go for temporary partner. And what I see from that is the power of that contract is only on the price, and also the agreement that which sides that get fastest get booking for the property, that will be honored. That's the main apa namanya, the main content of the contract. But I think what Mr. Jing uh is here is about the long term partner.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
So
Long-term partner. Long-term.
Okay, here's two things I'm seeing so far. Let me just clarify. I see across on different stages of, let's say, the partner journey, where there doesn't seem any emphasis on building long-term partnerships. There's only an emphasis on securing a deal. So it happens with marketing instead of actually looking, okay, how can we persuade this person to actually understand and actually buy the Bukit Vista package and not just the Bukit Vista transaction? How to get them in? Not a lot of success there. And then a little bit also down the funnel in the community section where we said, okay, if they come in short term, let's try to get them into long term. And that section, what I'm hearing too is that partners are not renewing their contracts, not committing them, and the community is even then moving away from engaging partners in a discussion about long-term partnerships again. So this to me seems at the moment quite dangerous because it brings us into a situation. If I've interpreted the situation correctly, of course, if I'm not interpreting the situation correctly, please tell me. It's a situation where we are essentially losing equity in our brand and we're losing equity in our long-term ability to time that we have on hand and build something. If we are moving towards multiple or just a general tendency to temporarily partner, I don't believe that even if with a recovery, that is going to be a good position to be in. We've been here before, previously, where as soon as things start getting good, if you have these bad partnerships and you don't necessarily have continuity, and you have conflict of booking and the quality of service to the guest drops, and then that impacts people around us, right? It impacts the ability to delight guests, the ability to delight employees. So please, I'm just kind of like bringing this up because it seems like there's a few threads here that are heading in a direction that is, I think it's a short term, whatever, maybe it's a short term benefit, but it's a long term loss. I just want to bring that up. But I also want to bring it through BI for clarity and also for maybe understanding a little bit more context around the situation and if this is being correctly interpreted.
Okay. 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 Okay, Mr. Jing. Okay. Another want to add about this? If no, oh, okay, Fidi.
yeah, just one way to see also, I believe some of our temporary partnership are already registered in bigger, right? The list, like,
Bigger, yes.
Yeah.
yeah, some have been registered in bigger. We can closely track them. We can track them closely if we create a new classification in the back end by mentioning that this is like we only have two classification, partner and non-partner. Maybe we can add one more classification to actually see the value of the partnership itself. That's one for the revenue point of view, and we can also look at the from there we can see the pace of the booking from temporary partnerships. That's for the survival, and then for the long term one, actually again back to Lily's tool that Lily's made after this proper particular temporary partnership um, have reached a certain score, then it is the top highest priority to for marketing or community to move in and try to gain the uh, permanent partnership, I think.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. Yeah, to respond to what we just explained before, that's actually the criteria that I explained before is agreed by marketing, there is HR, and also community on how we can bring the temporary partner to long-term partner. Uh, but before, why is the percentage is so low right now? It is because the MQL. Uh, MQL means I forget the what it is stand for, but before we evaluate the MQL, the quality of the temporary partner bring is not really selective. I mean, we're not really selective for temporary partner, but right now we have the new MQL already, and um, yeah, marketing qualified lead. And from that, I think we need to evaluate more, perhaps this January, or uh, whether we really it can really convert the temporary into long term, and we can decide whether we should continue this or not after that. But if you're talking only for, I mean, I don't really know actually about your explain about your statement just now. You said that it is a short-term benefit but long-term loss. You said like that before, but um, I don't really sure about that. I mean, is that really a long-term loss accepting the temporary partner or not? I don't really know about that. But that's my comment on how right now is the marketing operate with the temporary partner basically. That's my
Mr.
Okay.
Jing?
We'll have a sub discussion about it. Like maybe I should fill in a little bit more context. It's not a temporary partnership. It's more of a removal of any type of partnership agreements. So basically, what I'm seeing is a relaxing of any type of agreement with any type of new partner.
oh.
So it's like no term agreement, just a simple understanding type. Like it's essentially moving us back. It's moving us away from a management company to more of an agency
Yeah.
type relationship again. And I see that happening on two chapters. I see that happening in marketing. And I see that happening in community, right? And what I want to do is that particular movement towards a what I call an ad hoc relationship, which is essentially a relationship where we only have a relationship if I bring you something. We have no relationship if nothing happens. That is a might be short term benefit, long term loss. The reason why is because there's no point in having a product anymore if we have that type of relationship, right? The user will not use the product. There's no reason having essentially any expectation of innovation happening if we don't have this. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to raise awareness about a trend that I'm seeing, and I'm trying to raise awareness of how we can probably position ourselves to avoid this trend.
Okay.
Cool, sir.
Okay. Okay, we will move to, yep, I think for this is adjustment from Kak Lilis. Due to Kak Cynthia moved to other chapter, and everyone, don't forget to read the handover from Kak Cynthia, yeah. And next, this discussion Kak Lilis, is that, uh, you want to explain more?
Oh yeah, that's the restating the campaign data every month. That's actually previously we already discussed this, but I think I forget what's the reason of not reciting the data. But I would like to offer to the floor, or what do you think regarding that?
You mean,
Okay.
sorry, Mr. Sheikh, if I may?
Yep, yep, yep. Really.
You mean this one is for the public one, right?
Yes, for
Right.
all the campaign.
Yeah, for public campaign, yeah, so that everyone can see. I think the reason previously was it might cause confusion because previously the fluency of campaign reporting and the data reporting, especially in the other campaigns aside from Airbnb, because Airbnb is really easy, you just have to copy paste. But the other data reporting fluency, especially in Facebook, is a bit difficult. That's why when you reset, there might be confusion. And the
Mm-hmm.
agreement before was for BI to
Okay.
record it in the back end, I think.
Hmm. But right now, do we see any difficulties in the recording part? I don't think so. I mean,
Yeah, lately it's been more fluent in the data reporting, I think.
yeah. Okay, so what is the insight from your side, PD? I mean, do you tend to renew the data?
Yeah, that will help with. But what? Sorry, what happens if the because usually we update the campaign scrum every week, right? Uh, and then what happens if, for example, the campaign scrum does not happen at the end of the month, like uh, at the 31st or the 30th of every month? Should everyone, regardless there is a campaign scrum or not, should update their data, something like
Yeah,
that?
I think so. I think
Oh,
Okay.
like apa asynchronous run.
Asynchronous. Yeah.
Yeah, but
okay.
offer to other team perhaps.
Yep,
No foul write down some
yep.
comments there, so perhaps no foul can leave comments.
Yeah, so basically, what Lily's one is like the visibility on each month performance, right? So we could use like VDD by creating the redash for direct booking counts. But instead of direct booking count, we could create like individual campaign performance, whether it's Tableau on redash, because it's really helpful, because it's really accurate and it's automated.
Okay. Okay. Anyone? Another Sajid or Risky maybe? No? Sajid? No. Campaign. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Khalidis?
Yeah, I have nothing to say.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Sajid. Mr. Jing, yeah.
Lilith, I am of the nature to actually agree with your suggestion about this. And the reason is it's just simple math now that when you have a denominator that's so huge, when you have a number that you're adding into that's enormous, it's really difficult, I think, to track the effect where a certain thing is. And I think Vinny and Bayou had the foresight to see that too earlier. There is a little bit of, I wonder, and perhaps this is to Lilith and Vinny as a question, right? There is seems to be a compromise either way we cut it. If we lose the cumulative um, number, then we lose the cumulative overall sort of progression, right? If we use the month, and we also have these weird, if I'm not mistaken, we'll have weird cutoffs, right? Because there's things at the bottom of the funnel that don't come out until a certain amount of time. And should we assign that to the new reset figure, or should we put it in the like when you reset, does everything actually become a zero? What happens to the stuff that's like kind of working its way through the edge of the funnel? Anyway, I figure you guys are smart enough to actually figure this out, but I do see the benefit of it, and that's where I'll just put it for now.
Right. So basically, you tend to agree with that, but the problem is, I mean, the things that we need to handle more is can we see the overall statistics of that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is this. Like right now, let's say I this is my instinct telling me, and I can't prove it yet. My instinct tells me once you switch to a monthly update, there's going to be some there's probably going to be another iteration, right, where you'll have a hybrid system, or you have something that has both a monthly component and a cumulative component. So what I'm trying to discover at this point is, can you anticipate that now and just jump to the second version of what that is going to look like, rather than having to sort of go through the process and then discover, okay, we might be missing something here, and then adjust it. So that's what I feel could be an issue. But let me pass it through. No, no, pass it through Vidi for a second there. Vidi, does that make sense what I just said, or maybe I'm missing something there?
You mean you projected that there might be like an issue at the first iteration, and then we have to immediately create another iteration, something like that? You mean?
Something like that. Because what I'm saying is this, right? Like if we switch to a month by month setting, how do we do the cutoff, right? So if we reset the funnel, does the bottom of the funnel go to 0 and the top of the funnel go to all to 0, or do you carry over some processes over? You kind of need to set everything to 0 to see how the new will do, right? But what happens to the old stuff at the? It's kind of like as it's digesting its way through the rest of the funnel. What happened to that? Who's tracking that anymore? So that's where I see a potential loss of fidelity if we transition to that. But I do see that, okay, I see two situations. I see right now we're in a situation where keeping the cumulative record, it makes it very difficult to see any changes on the data based on new ideas and new strategies. So that's a problem, right? That's obviously there. But if we go and reset every month, how do we carry over some of that information and some of that data to the new reset without losing it every month? So that's what I'm thinking about, and that's why it might require 2 iterations. So my challenge is, can anybody anticipate what that might be, and can anybody just build the final iteration now? Now, within a certain amount of time, right? We don't have forever to discuss this and come up with a certain time, right? Vidi said something about being practical, so I agree. If we don't have, let's say, a perfect understanding of what that future case might look like, then okay, let's just go with recording it, resetting it month by month, and just accumulate the wisdom as we go, and then come up with the second iteration once we've understood the pros and cons to using a reset counter. That's all I like to say.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I believe our time is up. I will extend 15 more minutes, guys. Uh, Whoa. Okay. For the next discussion, Kalilis.
Uh,
Okay.
I think that this is a big discussion. Perhaps I need to
Okay.
have a sub discussion first. So just move it to up and don't discuss it by today. Is that okay, Mr. G?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, Rita, no, 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 no. Yeah, I offer to you again, David. Which topics you would like to discuss?
Okay. I think this is. Yep. For this discussion, Kalilis, I think this is a big discussion too.
Which one?
This January Time Expo.
Uh yeah, that's the big discussion. So I tend to move the discussion to a sub discussion or next week.
Okay. 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 Others discussion, Kalilis, for this, or we for today? No.
Um, I think it's
Or
I I think it's. I want to raise a bit about hosting, online hosting. So,
Online hosting.
previous what is that? Previous discussion with VD. I think that we need to improve our online hosting system because sometimes we don't really follow up guests early before the check-ins. So there's some miscommunication between the staff and also the guests. Um, I think this is already developed by PD.
Okay.
Is that correct, PD? For the uh, check-in countdown, something like that?
Oh, this is checkout countdown.
Oh, checkout
Yeah,
countdown.
the one that is developed by PD is checkout countdown for extension management.
All right. So how about the check-in? We still use the bigger one, right?
Yeah. We still use the bigger one. So
Uh, okay. But perhaps what things we need to improve is how many days before the check-in we really should contact the guest to prevent miscommunication because yeah, there's sometimes uh, what is that? I don't know whether the partner using bigger to check what time the guest will check in, or do our host actually use that tools to provide information, something like checking the current hosting system and also how to improve that. So I just want to raise a issue about hosting, online hosting basically. Yeah, that's for me. I don't think other one should be discussed by today. I just write it down to prevent me forgetting the topics.
Okay. Okay. We will discuss more this all in next weeks. Okay. For today, is
Do
that
you want to
done?
speak something, David?
Okay, Fidi. Yeah.
yeah, just to add to the hosting issue, I believe that Lilis and I have
Hello.
talked to Andre about this one, and we have suggested some practice changes,
Hello, Fidi.
such as looking at like the next day's check-ins or the next 2 days check-ins, or reconfirming with the guests and make sure that they bring the same amount of guests when they check in, so that there
Mm.
are no confusion with owner. And also I've noticed that a lot of owners are constantly asking daily about whether there are check-ins today or not, and that might be on PD's turf, because it means that owners are not opening bigger and not checking the check-ins, except if they are last minute booking, right? But for now, what we can do, I think, is first, we since we already mentioned this to Andre, let's see what kind of initiative is he's doing as a leader of the HR, especially that he has also the documentation of the HR best practices. And if there are no changes in a certain, maybe like next week, we can try to step in and try to give more suggestions. For the PD one, I will bring this issue to PD to monitor constantly the usage of bigger by partners. This would be very useful for us to track whether the I think it's supposed to be community, but the data should be provided by PD. But I will raise this issue in PD.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Fidi. Okay, that's all I think in this day today. Yep. Okay. All for the discussion will be discussed in next Scrum. Okay. Thank you. For everyone for attending today. Thank you, Sajid, for the secretary. Okay. Thank you, one.
Thank you, David, for
Okay,
Thank you,
see you.
today.
David.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, for Lilith, Vidi, could I have a moment with you guys?
Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Sure,
All
sure.
right. Thank you. So, thank you, everyone else. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Risky,
Good
for
time.
coming.
Okay. Thank you. So, a few things.
I just stopped the
One.
recording. Sorry, sir.
Oh,